the in the words of Monty Python, time for a little something different. No KI for the next few streams because, well, hell, I was just on a stream with KI today. Not one of my own. Uh, you know, but as you can tell by the title, this is Magic 101. And what I mean by Magic 101 is Magic the Gathering 101. This is for people that have never played Magic before, a tutorial course of streams that I will be doing over the course of the next few days, weeks, teaching you Magic the Gathering and going through the Magic 2015 campaign at the same time. So if you play Magic 2015 and have already experienced this, you know, you're going to experience it through my view. If you haven't played Magic before, this is your time to learn it. And if you're a little slow or don't remember any of the key points, you can learn it here too. Now, for this streaming series, I have started my Magic 2015 all the way over and surpassed the tutorial functions. Even though this game has a very good tutorial, I am your tutorial here. So you'll hear my terminology. And when I say a little something different, there's something I'm going to be broadcasting either later today and tomorrow that may be uncommon, that I'm going to be streaming a little bit, giving you a little something different, especially seeing all the awesome games done quick stuff. You know, if you're coming from that, you know, here's your breather of all the speed running action of the early in Luna's night. I know Luna is not going to be too happy with me as of late. And just so you know, I donated to the cause. And we're going to do that Killer Instinct Peggle stream sometime later this week. I had a little problem with Twitch when I was going to do it on Tuesday afternoon, so that's why that ended up a little bit short. But enough with the channel talk and small talk, and plus, this is also going up on my YouTube channel in celebration of 7,000 total views. Thank you all for viewing the channel, for giving us a watch at youtube.com/LeoverLane59. I wish I could change that, honestly. Let me just say, personally, and on behalf of my cohorts, that we thank you. It's been a whirlwind year, and it's going to continue to get better. And we just feel honored and blessed that you would even give us even a sample of your time. So, without further ado, let's play some Magic. Now, the first thing you want to do when playing Magic is decide what deck you're going to be. So, primarily like green decks, primarily pure green. But for the sake of this, I'm going to go unique, and I'm going to say we're a whitey. So I'm going to use the deck Life and Death, but I'm going to rename it soon enough. We can make as many decks as possible, and when we're doing that, I'll also show you the deck editor in this game. Now, if you're just starting out with Magic, here are the colors work. And here's their differences. White decks are primarily life building decks. They're low on attack powers and toughness, but they have a lot of auras and enchantments and equipment to help with that. But their main purpose is to keep your life points high. Green decks are your pure attack decks. There are elven decks that rely on more special abilities and more cunning but are less powerful. But green decks are primarily your source of just pure unadulterated power. Um, Red decks are fast. They do have some powerful monsters, but they are known for their low mana cost and their haste abilities, which allow cards to be summoned without what is called summoning sickness. Summoning sickness is what happens when you initially summon a monster you cannot attack on the same turn that it is summoned. With haste, this fact is taken away. Black decks remove cards from play and take damage effects to other players or poison other cards or take life away from other cards. It's just to be a pain in the neck kind of decks. And blue decks are defense counter oriented decks with a lot of flying monsters, sometimes in decks. So, knowing that, we're going to go through the final part of the tutorial, in which all we have to do is win. And thankfully, the tutorial lady will not be disturbing us too much in this. So we have a white and a black deck, essentially, mix of the life gain and the black removal qualities that overtake these decks. We have a good initial draw, which if your draw doesn't go well, you can always swap it out mulligan, but you lose those cards that you mulligan to the back of the deck. So be mindful when you do that, or as Magic calls it, the library, which is your deck. Each player has 20 life points. As you can see, to the bottom right, bottom left is mine, to the top right is his. Now, usually the top right would be where my camera is, but for the purpose of this game, I have moved it to the bottom right of the screen. So we're going to use black first because that's the most that we have. And going to summon, hopefully, we summoned a special instant card which takes away 2 damage automatically, so we're down to 18 life, but thankfully that doesn't hurt us right away. We can go upon a walking corpse to put a monster on the field. Now, naturally that makes us summoning 6, so can't do anything right now, but on the plus side, we have a monster out on our field. He did not summon anything, so we're good. Now all 3 of these can be used. As when this card, Necromancer's Assistant, enters the battlefield, put top take a little lag here. Put the top 3 cards into the graveyard, so we can do that, or we can use this one, which means the other player discards 2 cards. Now, we're going to use that one to take away 2 of his cards, which are both mana, so we took away 2 of his manas right away. Which may change his attack pattern now that we threw his mana off. Now, I'm going to be pressing Y a lot, just so you can observe the battlefield. Get used to it. Simple 4-1. Can't attack with it right now. We could sacrifice that zombie creature to help the other creature, but we are not going to do it. I want to know why, because we need a blocker. Just in case he comes after us here. Okay. So he's put an enchantment on his creature. That means the next time he attacks, we can destroy that creature, which eliminates him completely from the game. We can attack with both creatures here. Well, he's naturally gonna block with one. Thus eliminating that monster that he just summoned and eliminate our monster. He's got no creatures to summon, so we're okay. Same card. Times 2. We can't afford to lose anymore, so we'll just leave it be. Because we might need more mana in the near future. Once again, leave it be. Because we don't want to lose any more of the mana. And he's already down to 7. Now, if I wanted to, I could summon this creature. But I don't think we're going to have to, though. I think we are just fine. We'll summon this creature that has first strike. He brings out a miniature token. I don't think we need any more. So that takes out some more. But again, I don't think we need any more offense or defense than what we have. We are essentially golden. And life points are what determine who wins and who loses. Battles are done in essentially 3 phases. Your main phase, mana summons, your combat phase, and a second main phase. Just in case you want to use a land, summon things late, which is the recommended idea that you summon things late, but luckily you don't have to do that. And we won that battle outright, which is awesome. And we get our first of the booster packs, which boosters are just like playing in real life. You get a pack of random cards, or in this case, card. Now, the idea here, what the game's going to do, is it's going to take us to our card manager, which will give us a chance to rename the deck. Now, you can put any amount of land, you can take out any amount of cards. That you feel like removing. Now, let me show you guys the deck editor. Like I said, the tutorial can be very, very thorough, meaning there's a lot of menus. But clearly explain. Here's how you can modify what you see to justify what colors you have, you know, so you can determine if you're looking for a deck exactly what you need in those colors or color. Which in this case, we're looking at white and black. Now, all decks have 60 cards in them, and all decks can be renamed using the Xbox One's interface. We're going to call this deck for the sake of this run. Luna and Tia, which is kind of shorthand that fans have come up with for Celestia. So, light and darkness, sun and moon, and all that fun equestrian stuff, because that's what our channel is. So, now that we've done that, any cards that we want to remove, we can by just picking the card and pressing A. Now, if we wanted to add a card, just flick the right analog stick, press A. You add the card back, which in this case we're not going to do. But we are going to save and quit. That way, our name sticks. Go back into the campaign mode and start the first level of campaign action. Now, you can explore regions to get additional booster packs so you can improve your decks or whatnot. But in this case, we are not going to do that. Pretty much. Great hand. Lots of white, so we're gonna do white mana first, because that's where our creature cards are. Luckily, we have 2 black. And we are facing a black deck, so beware, a lot of the cards may be in common. Another white mana here. Can't summon anything, but on the next turn we will most certainly be able to, because we'll have 3 mana and all of our provisions will be met. Now, he's summoning a Warpage School, which is a 3/2. Can't attack with it yet, but we need to be wary of it. So use the 2-3. Because that's going to give us enough defense if he attacks. Not to. Same creature as before. Another light. So we have decisions here. We can summon a flying creature, we can discard 2 of his cards, or we can put more counters. Now, I decided on the flying monster. Flying monsters cannot be blocked by ground monsters. As you can see, those ghouls are most certainly ground-based monsters. So, that's why we're going to do that. Flying is very common with red dragon decks or blue decks. Those are famous for. We got another one of these. So we're going to use this actually. So we can take away 2 of his cards, which that was a good call because okay. So we are just gonna sacrifice it to get a life. From him. Flying monster comes in, does 3 damage, so we did 4 damage that turn, guys. So we turned a turn with no damage because we're playing major defense into a turn where we did massive damage. So that should take a fat creature right there. But we have to stack our blocks in order to get rid of him. Stacking blocks means that you're using more than one creature to take the force of the block. Now, why would I do that? Well, those tokens right there are flying creatures. So on the next turn, you get to use all the flying creatures that we have accumulated, essentially. And we can do a mass attack. Now, we could pay 2 life and get another flying, but that doesn't help us. Not at this moment. It doesn't doesn't help us. So we are not going to do that. Next turn, however, that does help us. Next turn, we can use that to better ourselves. Or we can block it, which would be the smarter use of technique. Again, this card. So we get another 3-point. We use that simple 2-1 to replace that. It's down to what will be 6 now. Or we can just attack with our simple 1-1s that can't be blocked because flying. And have 2 defenders instead. Because we are not in the best position in terms of life points. So that is why you want to do that. Right there. Block him and block the other. They should both, one of them should die. Now the reason we can't use the other one is because we don't have enough black to do anything with it. So if we were to have any kind of black mana, we could probably turn this around, but here is where we're sitting at here. The next turn, we can essentially, barring anything totally freaking crazy. The reason we do that is so that we don't take any damage and our whole massive group can essentially attack here. And we've won the duel. So let's see what's in our first fruit booster. White Cry Necromate, which has a great special effect sometimes. Attacks of Fable. Here's an enchantment. Enchanted creature gains 2 attack, 2 toughness, which you can see the attack and toughness on the bottom right edge of each card. So there is another Necromancer. That's an equipment card that we may equip. There's a couple of creatures. Now, we're going to equip that spell card. And we are going to equip I believe these two. So off we go. So I had to do some settings work right quick. Just to get you guys recap, we just won our first duel. No music because the music sucks. You're gonna see a lot of the has an amazing fascination with the color white. Um, so on to the second duel. We can't use that. And that first hand, we couldn't use it. We could not use it. So, oh, two choices. Between them, take the one with the 4 life. We'll bring out the other one, which is lifelink the next turn. Lifelink is an effect that takes life energy. Um, if it attacks right there. Oh, our deck kind of opened up. I feel like taking 2 cards, pulling the life link. Both cards cancel each other out, so that was a turn around and use those 2 cards. Even if we didn't get it, guaranteed. Practically. Okay. So I stayed up for the entire Mega Man block. Last night as we that effect exactly means. That must be new. My deck right now. We are playing that last card. Got rid of our. Now, last match, right? Match. That special effect that takes you life. might actually cover. You're right. Protected our right. Reason that's important is that just back to what they were. All those lost that we last couple of times. We got another for with flying with oh, right? Okay. One more time. That one. Go. Luck is just enough life, and we win. See, guys, we made that look easy. But the next time we stream in this series, which I will make a highlight and post it on the YouTube, we will continue forward and I will teach you the secrets to great. Ah, Flipster! How you doing, Flipster? How you doing? Which make sure. Oh, Poxbox! Welcome, Poxbox. I didn't see you come in here. How you been doing? I know you've been watching the Awesome Games Done Quick marathon. Um, let's get in a couple more. Why not? This is Magic 2015, and this is a Magic the Gathering 101 class for those who have not played Magic or have played Magic but have forgotten about it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh, on Saturday, okay. Make sure to check out my boy the Pox Box on Saturday when he continues streaming again. Now, a lot of my big name guys aren't streaming because of the event called Awesome Games Done Quick, which is an event to sponsor the Prevent Cancer Foundation and to raise money. Please, once you're outside of Coda Equestria, go over there. I donated last night during the X race. Me and Slash Arbiter. It was Slash Arbiter's money, but he split half of it in my name. We donated $150 and I believe 20 something cents for the cause during the Caleb Hart X race in honor of Coda Equestria. If you have any extra money, please go ahead and do so. It is an awesome cause. The Mega Man block was incredible last night. I mean, the Mega Man 5 race was awesome. Caleb was just nuts in that race. Um, I mean, the 5 race was excellent. Ohan. I've never seen Ohan play until that 5 race. And that was in of 5. And so was the Mega Man race, which was about a second apart. Oh, yeah. If it was not for that stage select, if it was not for Caleb accidentally picking Flame Mammoth rather than Boomer Karinger, he would have had that race like in the bag. But not to say that Domelix was not Domelix was completely on point. And by the way, every time you see me on stream, I have my streaming app, which has Rainbow Dash, Twilight, and that my mom bought me. That is going to be my streaming app. But I mean, I mean it. I mean the whole block was just incredible. I mean, I've been watching off and on. I mainly did the stream for, yeah, got the air Hadoken, got incredible RNG. I mean, it was just the perfect game. If you're Dumlex. Oh, I don't understand why they don't just Hado Sigma, because you can. You have to get to the very edge of the hand and wait until the hand floats up and then execute the Hadoken. And you Hadoken off of the left hand. And essentially one hit. Like I watched a play of X where the Hado can hit on front of Sigma. But I mean, if you want to see speed running at its absolute finest, or in real time or on YouTube, the Twitch channel is Games Done Quick with the first letters capitalized. It is a great call. I'm glad that directional pad so more than enough Code Equestria hype for that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. God, he got everything. I mean, got literally everything. Some of our flying creatures. Are we? No, I don't know if he's gonna fuck us. I don't care if he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Because he does. Which took away mana from him. But, I mean, I primarily tuned in for the X block. Yeah, you know, I think that's why they have to get that on the right position. Most certainly be done. It's just very tricky. A lot easier to do. Fabric Hunter X body costs 3 mana and are equipped. Artist, but we opened up the door and really that first sacrifice. Um, I'm just mad that X is also one of my favorite things. I'm mad that the trifecta was not perfect. That's what I'm mad at. That the trifecta was not part of the run. X2 should have been that run. But the Mega Man Unlimited and Unlimited. God, if my laptop could run that without some serious lag, I would. Oh, Mega Man Unlimited. I would. That is about as good as as Street Fighter. Which, as you can tell, I am a super Mega Man guy. I love Mega Man, and that is why purpose. Own cause. At its heels. Why took away more cards? I think the computer is trying to decide. We win. A rule that is not specified. Cards actually. I hope so too. I hope so. It's going to be really tricky. Have the advantage, but taking cards. We're not going to have any cards. Coming. some damage. Five. Next thing. Four. Sacrificing. Flying monster is still. Monster is no longer tapped. But next turn we win. Flying if we have any cards. That's an actual creature. So another mana. And I believe we found a way to win, and I got an achievement. Grateful Dread. For that excellent performance. Here's what's in our latest booster. That card we may use. Right here, right just below. That deals 2 damage to any attacking creature. Now you have to use that on the blue screen, or what the game refers to as the stack. Or for that instant. And we have the Human Scout. For the Mephusium Guard. When Mephusium Guard dies, put top 1/1 white creature spirit token with flying onto the battlefield. So what that means is we lose the creature, but we gain a creature in its place. Those 2 cards actually are decks. So that's exactly what we are going to do. Right here at this moment, we're going to put those 2 cards that I just mentioned into our Luna and Tia deck. The last duel I guarantee we're gonna use those cards that we just gained and see if they take any effects to help our decks. We're going mostly white, which means celestial right deck. Black in this deck. Luna is insulted by the amount of darkness, the amount of the night that we have. I don't have enough night. 90, which is actually 90 now. Back deck. Luckily, this got a green enough for 2-1 vampire with lifelink can be really useful. Cards. Oh, that is really smart. I have no idea. Another life linker. Rid of his attacking card. And get the boss back off the card. Our favorite. Fake cards, which we do not have. One white mana and all those and right now become useful. But we can't have the white. Have enough mana. Once one white. Because we had to pause. If you go over 7 cards, you're forced. Still, no white. Target. And our problem is fixed. 1. Yes, got it. Goodbye that card. Mitigated attack. Must be full. I'm going to do something at me. Absolutely. That is that is absolutely perfect. Yes, you would have to sacrifice an attack, but that's what we get for flying monsters. Got it. For duel. Unleash the hell. Unleash the hounds and on the next turn. Kind of awesome. That works out even more. Other flying that